Hi, traders. Welcome back to my platform. Cindy Leader here, lattes and more. I got the merch now. I'm loving the merch. Um, Today, I wanted to do a video on something I have to admit I didn't know about for like 3 years. I was trading and I didn't know this. And it's just a little snippet of information that now I notice continuously on my phone when I'm trading. And so I wanted to show you in TradingView where that is, and it's the same on your phone. So let's get to it. This video is called 101 on candles. 101 basics of candles. Let's go over to TradingView and let's get that set up. So as you can see, my favorite US 30, I just blew up these candles so you can see them a little bit better. Let me just take everything off the screen. Let's go to a naked chart here. There we go, just so there's no confusion. My RSI is still down there. It doesn't matter. We're looking at candles today. So what I want to tell you, especially when it comes to identifying, obviously you've color coded your candles to buys and sells. My buys are this greenish aqua color. My sells are red. Although I was just hearing like that red is really like psychosomatic, like red is negative and your candle shouldn't be red, but people have them different colors, black and blue, whatever, doesn't matter. But what I wanted to show you today is some identifiers that I never noticed on my screen, my trading screen, when it came to candles. So I wanted to point out, so let me grab my arrow. I wanted to point out, let me change this to white. I was trying to color code them for you earlier and it just didn't work out. So I'm talking about these four numbers up here. What are these numbers? I never knew what they were. I didn't pay any attention. Some were moving, some wasn't. I'm like, which one is the current price of the candle? And it never made sense to me until someone showed me. So it's really important to understand this. It's like an inside tip. What this stands for is open. When a particular candle opens, and when it's C for closed, the number that it closed at right here. And also how high it went, if there was a wick on it, how high it went, and if there was a wick on it, how low it went. So let's go take a look at that. Let me just let's pick this little chunker right here because he's kind of cute. Let's pick this one right here. So you notice if I move my cursor, my little hand over any candle and it chunks right to the middle, it chunks and it draws a vertical line. If I move it to any candle, and I'm looking at this candle right here, okay, this is going to identify what is happening with that candle. So this will tell you the O for open, when that candle opened. So this one right here opened at 33,943. I'm going to ignore the 0.5. So I could go along and measure that and see where that was down here. And that doesn't mean that that's the bottom, and it doesn't mean that that's the top. So this candle opened at 33,943. It closed at 34,018. So you can see the difference in price. It went higher. That signifies it's a buy candle. That's why my candle here is green, because where it opened is lower than where it closed. So that signifies a buy candle. Okay. And as you can see, the difference between these two candles, where it opened 33945 and where it closed 34018 is 74 pips plus. It was 74 pips up. Okay, during that 4-hour time frame, this on the 4-hour time frame, this candle gained 74 pips. Okay. But also you want to notice the high and the low. The high and the low. So there's a little wick on here. So this candle wicked up, it did not stay there, but this wick went all the way up to 34,033. So that's obviously higher than where it opened, and it wicked up, but it didn't stay there. It went back down, and look where it came down to. It actually had a little wick right at the bottom too. So it wicked down to the low is 33,791. Oh, 33, when I move it, it moves 33,930. So it wicked down to here, but it did not stay here. It did not close here. It literally closed right here at 34,018. So this candle opened. Let's see if we can identify it. Let me grab a horizontal line. So this candle opened, and we're looking at this white moving number right here on the side that's going up and down. This candle opened. Let me just mark it. That's an interesting color. Who picked that color? This candle opened, it said, at 33,979. This is where it opened. Okay, that's cool. This is where it opened. I'm like, save that. And where it closed, obviously where it closed, we should be able to see because it's a bullish candle. So it went up, and this line right here should line up with where it closed. And I can't get it perfect, but you can see this plus sign right here. So it literally closed at, I can't get it perfect, 18. This is where it closed, and that's easier to identify, but look where it opened. And it went up 74 pips from where it opened, but it also had a good run down for a little while, right? Had a good run down all the way down here. Okay. So it's important to understand this because it's like a quick trip to see, like, boy, where did this number go to? And what numbers do I need to watch out for? And is it quarter theory? So let's take a look at, well, this is a doji candle. Let's look at this one right here first, though. Let's look at this one. So this particular candle, and we're looking at the numbers up here. So this particular candle that I'm on opened at 33,957. So it opened. Well, let's mark that actually. It opened at 33, what did I say? 957. And let's give this a different color. It opened right there. So it opened right at the top, and it ended up closing lower at 33,943, a difference of 14. Do you see it? 14 pips. Okay. So what I'm really looking for here is a quick tip to see if any of those were quarter theory. And I'm just really curious about this wick right here. So instead of measuring, like, what is this wick? Was it quarter theory? All I have to do is place my cursor over that candle and look for the high. And look for the high. And the high is almost quarter theory, isn't it? It's not 75, but it's 72. So it almost hit a quarter theory mark, but it didn't stay there. And what about this low mark down here? Again, I don't have to like, ooh, what is it? What is it? And try to measure it. I can just look and see that the low on this candle was 790. So it just dipped below, let's call it 800, a quarter theory number. So these are just like quickie tips to show you and help you measure just at a glance where a candle went. Let's do one more. Like, look at this. Oh, I'm really curious about, let me get rid of all these indicators. Get rid of those drawings. Okay. I'm really curious about this one. Look at the wick on this one. So this one right here, we can just tell opened, and then we go to the last one, open and closed, like either end. tells us either end. So we can see that this one opened 701 at a quarter theory. It opened at a quarter theory and it closed not at a quarter theory. Then they don't have to, but it's what I'm looking for because that's the second main part of my theory. So it closed at 36. But where did it wick? I see it already. I see it already. Look at the low. Look at the low. It went to a quarter theory, essentially 550, 549. I'm going to call it 550. So it wicked down to a quarter theory. So that's a place where you might have had your take profit, because if you were writing this down and you said, okay, I'm going to write it to a quarter theory point because of all the other analysis you did, this would tell you, take it here, and then you would get out and it would go back up. And you can see this is a big bullish candle. So noticing these numbers up here, you guys, is something I never noticed. Oh, you know what we can do? Let's quickly go to Bitcoin because Bitcoin is live. I'm recording this on a Sunday. So Bitcoin is live right now. Let's just take a look at this. Let's go to the hour chart. Let's go to the hour chart. So there's 24 minutes essentially left on. We can't even measure this candle. Look at this candle. So this is live. Oh, there we go. So let's just stay on this candle and you will see that it opened where at right here next to the white O. It opened at 22,901. It opened at a quarter theory, really. And it doesn't, we're not watching the closed yet because it hasn't closed. It's an hour candle and it has 23. And if you don't know how to set that timer, I can tell you. I can show you in another video how to set the countdown timer, but super critical for me in trading. So let's watch this candle. So it looked like it wicked up. So right now the high on this candle, it opened at 901. The high was 941. The low so far, because there's a little wick down there also, the low so far is at right here, is 880. So this guy's just kind of poking along, doing his own thing. I just want to get on there. It kind of hides the wicks when I get that crosshair on there. I'm so sorry. But let's see what happens. So right now we don't have our closed number. I feel like that would be the one that is moving. Right now it's down 9 from, you can see it's down 9 from, oh, look at that. I've never done it live, so I can come over here and not be on the candle, and now it's down 25. And because it's the latest candle, it's still populated, it's still doing its thing. So that's really cool. I just learned something new today. So I happen to be in a Bitcoin sell as we speak. So I'm really happy to see that it opened at 901 and right now it's at 879. So this number right here is the current number of what's changing and happening. So I wanted to share that with you. The open, close, and the high and the low are just like super quick to see, well, how low did this candle go? Oh, 766. Okay, will it come back down and get that? Probably, because this is money that they don't want sitting there. Okay. Same with this. This candle right here dropped 199 points. This one, 219. You can see that difference. It's just a quick measure, like what's going on? Well, what's this? And you can get your numbers right away. Look at this little doji right here. Look at this guy. What happened here? Moved 2 pips, opened at 169, closed at 168. Didn't really do anything. Had a high and a low, went up to 212 and down to 154. Wow. So anyway, that's what I wanted to share with you. I'm going to continue to watch this candle because it did drop some more because I am in a sell in a live trade. So I'm really happy about that. Excuse me. And sorry about that. And that's what I want to show you today. That open, high, low, and close is like secret sauce. when you're measuring and looking back at candles. So I hope you found that helpful. And this is available in either just my espresso tier or any tier above that you have. And I will be giving more tips like this. So please stay tuned. I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Thank you.